One day, Odin, king and father of the gods, was sitting in his chambers. He began to think, and missed his youthful adventures. He envied his son Thor, who was away in Ironwood fighting the trolls. So to quench his thirst for action, he leaped upon his 8-legged horse Sleipnir, and off they rode to Jotunheim. On and on they went, until finally they reached the barren land of the frost giants. The cloaked Odin rode to the hall of Hrungnir, the strongest of the giants. "Who are you?" bellowed Hrungnir. Odin said nothing. "I've been watching. I saw you coming, your gold helmet flashing under the sun. You seem to be riding through the air as much as on the ground. That's an uncommonly fine horse you've got there." "Better than any in Jotunheim, that's for sure," said Odin. "You know nothing of Jotunheim. Don't be so certain." "I'm certain enough to wager my head." "You fool! Have you never heard of Goldmane?" "Who?" "My horse, Goldmane. Fast as your horse may be, Goldmane will gallop him into the ground." "My head. Come and collect it." Odin turned and spurred Sleipnir toward Asgard. Before Hrungnir even saddled Goldmane, Odin was out of sight. Hrungnir rode hard and fast, following Odin's trail. By the time he was at the gates of Asgard, he realized that the hooded rider was actually the god of gods. Odin was waiting for Hrungnir and said, "That's an uncommonly fine horse you've got there." This angered Hrungnir, but there was nothing he could do inside the gates of Valhalla. "You must be thirsty after such exertion. Let Goldmane drink from this torrent of Thund. And you, Hrungnir, come and drink in Valhalla." Once in the hall, Odin challenged Hrungnir to drink all of the ale in Valhalla, and the giant of course accepted. Once the giant was drunk, he became filled with arrogance. "I'm going to sink Asgard into the sea," stumbling. "What will become of us?" asked Odin. "I'm going to kill you, you, gods and warriors, smash you." At this time, Odin sent a messenger to retrieve Thor in Ironwood. "All except you two," pointing to Freya and Sif. Then Thor burst into the hall, Mjolnir in hand. "What's this? A giant drinking in Valhalla?" Nobody had ever seen Thor this angry. "Why, Odin invited me in," said Hrungnir. "Easier to get in than out. If you kill me unarmed, it won't add much to your fame, except for foul play. It would be a much better test of your bravery." "What?" "If you dared fight me." "Dared?" "I challenge you to meet me on the borders of Jotunheim and Asgard. We'll fight at the stone fence house." Since nobody had ever thought to challenge Thor, he eagerly accepted. "You can count on it, and I do not break faith. Do not break faith with me." And so Hrungnir ran and jumped on Goldmane, riding back to Jotunheim without looking back. When the time for battle came, Thor and Hrungnir traveled to the stone fence house. Thor, as always, carried his loyal and infinitely heavy hammer, Mjolnir. Hrungnir, a whetstone. The moment they saw each other, they both hurled their weapons, colliding in midair. Thor's hammer smashed through the whetstone, scattering all the flint that now exists on Earth. One piece struck Thor in the forehead. "My head!" screamed Thor. Hrungnir was not so lucky. Mjolnir split open the giant's head, sending the giant plummeting to the ground, shaking the 9 realms. Once Thor recovered, he rode his chariot back to his home in Asgard. He then called to the Sibyl Groa, and she hurried to his aid. She enchanted the stone with charms only she knows. The stone slowly started to come free. Thor was so pleased that he wanted to make Groa happy as well, so he told her he had seen her long-lost husband. "Impossible! Surely he is dead!" exclaimed Groa. "I have no reason to lie. I promise it's the truth." Groa was so overwhelmed with joy that she forever forgot her charms, and so the stone remained in Thor's forehead until his death at Ragnarok.